Hi everyone, welcome to your practice today. Today we are looking at crow posture or Bakasana in Sanskrit. Bakasana is an arm balance. It also requires some good core strength as well as open and strong shoulders and a fair bit of flexion in the hips. So we'll be looking at all those pieces of the practice today. Also, we'll take the basic shape of crow posture and we'll quite literally turn it upside down and in different orientations. I find taking a posture in different ways or different approaches helps to build a greater understanding of the posture as well as creates muscle memory, which is useful in the final pose. So you'll want to have a block today, and we will start in hands and knees. So come on into hands and knees position, also known as a quadruped position. We'll start with the hands spread and right underneath the shoulders and the knees right underneath the hips. And we'll start with the basic protraction and retraction of the shoulders. So take a breath here and exhale it out. And as you inhale, let your heart melt towards the floor a bit, and your shoulder blades will come together behind you. And as you exhale, push the ground away, begin to round the upper back, and push into the palms. Inhale, sink the heart towards the floor. And exhale, push the ground away, doming the upper back. We'll do that 3 more times, breathing in. And breathing out. So I'm not just fully arching the entire spine. I'm focusing my attention in the upper spine right between the shoulder blades. We'll do that 1 more time. Breathe in, heart melts, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, push the floor away, round the back, and dome the spine. Take a breath in here, and now spin the fingers around to face the knees. Turn your toes under and just sit back a little bit towards the heels. As this is an arm balance, we'll be asking the wrists to do a fair bit, so we'll give them some love and attention as well. And come forward. And release the hands and just come back onto your heels. Bring the wrists together and we'll just do a few wrist rotations. Keep the wrists in contact with each other and we'll spin them around in both directions. Breathing in and out. And then come back to your hands and knees position. Fingers are spread and the wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, sweep your right arm up and exhale, thread the needle, bring that arm through, place that right temple on the floor, and with your left hand, press the floor away and start to turn your chest open to your left. And you want to also sweep that left hip back just a bit. And we'll breathe here, light pressure of those left fingers in the floor. If you'd like a little bit more of a twist in the upper body, take that left arm up and wrap it around. Maybe you can even grab your right inner thigh, but if you can't, don't worry. You can just press the arm into the back and peel that left shoulder open. Take a deep breath in. And release. Walk those left fingers above the head and stretch fingers to the tail. Take a deep breath in and out. And release it. Bring the left hand back to the ground. Come back to hands and knees. We'll go the other way. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Sweep it under, thread the needle. Your left temple sits on the floor, and be careful of your head and neck here. Your right fingers press into the floor to twist the upper body to the right. And don't forget about sweeping that right sit bone back just a bit there so the twist is happening in the upper back. Breathe in and out, and if you wish, you can take the right arm up. You can sweep it around behind, pressing into the back, or if you're able to reach, sweep it around to the left thigh. And breathe here. And when you're ready, releasing that right arm, walk the right fingers forward and stretch from the right fingers to the tail. Deep breath in and out. And bring that right hand back. Come back to hands and knees and just sit back on your heels again. I'll turn to face you. Take your right arm up, left arm under. Intertwine the forearms, press the palms, and breathe. Breathe here. Try to focus your breath in the upper back, into the shoulder girdle. And don't forget to really hug the midline with your hands and your forearms. Press into the center. Take a breath in and out and gently release and go the other way. Left arm on top, right arm under. And if you can't make that final intertwining of the palms, feel free to just press the backs of your hands and forearms together. And make sure that this is fairly active. It's almost like you're trying to pull the hands apart from one another. So I'm hugging the midline and I'm feeling that in my shoulders and my upper back. Breathe into the upper back area for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath here. And release and just sit a moment, let that sink in. Already my shoulders feel a bit more alive and energized. Come back into that hands and knees position. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, hover that left knee off the floor and bring that left knee towards your left elbow. Take a breath and see if you can slide the knee up the tricep a little bit. Take a breath. And as you exhale, send that left leg straight back behind you to open up that left hip joint and keep the belly and the front ribs pulled in a little bit. Take a breath. And we'll do it again. Bring the knee towards the elbow. This time we're going to add a rounding of the back. So push the floor away, round the upper back, and see if you can slide that knee a little higher up towards that left armpit. Take a breath in, and then extend that left leg back behind you. This time, let's add a little back bend. Bend the knee and imagine you could touch the head to the toes. Take a breath in, and 1 more time, round the back, bring the knee towards the elbow, and then see if you can slide that kneecap up towards the armpit. Try to pull that heel up towards the left buttock. And take a deep breath in, and then extend that left leg back behind you, bend the knee, arch the back, and lift the knee toward the ceiling, toes towards the head, and release. And we'll switch sides. Take a breath here. Exhale, bring your left knee towards the elbow and begin to drag that the knee up towards the armpit. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, just extend that left leg nice and long, stretch it out. Again, take a breath, this time round the upper back, bring your knee towards the elbow, and then try to slide it, maybe just a little bit higher toward the tricep. Take a deep breath in here, and extend the leg back, bend the knee, and arch the spine. Lift the knee, push the floor away. Last time, inhale, exhale, round the back, drag that knee up towards the armpit. Take a breath in and out, push the floor away, doming the upper back, and then extend the leg, bend the knee, arch the spine, and release. Turn the fingers back towards the knees, turn the toes under, and once again, sit back. And come forward, release the hands, spread the fingers, step back into downward facing dog. So let's walk the dog, bending the knees one at a time, pressing the hands into the floor and pushing the ground away from you. Take a deep breath here, walking your dog. And now walk your hands towards your feet, bending the knees, slide your palms underneath the soles of your feet. Toes are all the way up to the wrist creases, and feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. As you inhale, lift the gaze a little bit and just hold here. So my feet are pressing down. I'm even leaning into my feet a little bit. Take a breath. And now I'm going to fold, drop my head, and I'm going to pull my palms up into the soles of my feet. Pull my palms up into the soles of the feet. Bring the crown towards the floor. Let the head hang. You can even scrub your wrists with your toes. How's your breath? One more deep breath here, in and out. And release the hands. Walk your hands forward, back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward facing. And as you exhale, walk your feet toward your hands this time. Separate the feet a little bit, maybe hip width, maybe less, a little bend in the knees. As you inhale, lift your gaze, look forward. Exhale, transfer all of the weight of your body into your legs. So that's a conscious decision there. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your arm bones, pull the knuckles back, lift your chest, and as you exhale, fold. Let your head hang. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees as much as you need to. And if you want a little more stretch, from that bent knee position, begin to straighten the legs a little bit. The neck is easy and free. Take a deep breath in. Bending the knees. Inhale, look forward. Switch the cross of your pinky fingers, so the other pinky fingers on top. And on your next exhale, knees are bent, forward fold. Try to get the palms close together. And then if you wish, you can begin to slowly straighten the legs until you have enough of a stretch. Breathe into your shoulders. And then bending the knees, release your hands. Again, transfer weight into your legs. Pull the belly in and begin to roll your way up. Let your tailbone tuck. Let your back round. Inhaling and exhaling all the way, coming up to stand. Deep breath in and out. Feel your feet on the floor. Let your palms face forward. Feel your chest open and broad. And soften your face. Bring your feet together at heart center. Don't bring your feet together at heart center. Bring your feet together and then bring your hands together at heart center. And take a breath in and out. And then as you inhale, take the arms up, lift the gaze, look up. As you exhale, forward fold, fingers to the floor. As you inhale, lift the chest, look forward. Exhale, just step back into downward facing dog. We'll hold your downward facing dog for 3. Push the floor away. 2. And 1. On the end of your exhale, bend the knees, look where you're going to go. And then as you inhale, step or hop your way forward. Finish the inhale as you lift the chest. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Tuck the chin. Exhale completely. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Just hold here. 4 deep Ujjayi breaths. Breathing 1. Breathing 2. And breathing 3. Finish the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop or step. Inhaling, fold as you exhale. Inhale all the way up, right into Utkatasana. So begin to bend the knees, sit the bum back, soften your shoulders as you reach your arms. Take a nice deep breath in, sit a little bit lower, sit a little bit lower, and then lift your heels, open your knees, and bring your fingertips to the floor. Sit down and back. Bring your heels in the direction of the ground, opening the knees nice and wide. Bring your palms flat to the floor, take a breath, and as you exhale, lift the hips, push the ground away, and round the upper back. Bending the knees, come into a squat again, breathe in. Exhale, lean forward, lift the hips, come up onto the tippy toes. And one more time, open the knees, sit down, sit back. Knees are wide, breathe in. Exhale, push into the ground, lift the hips, and round the back. Drop the heels. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step it back into downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, come forward to your plank pose. So remember that protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades that we did in the beginning of the practice with the knees on the floor. We'll do that again here, and if you need to bring the knees down, feel free. Otherwise, stay in your plank. Take a breath in as the heart sinks down and the shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, push the floor away and dome the upper back. Again, inhale, shoulder blades draw together. Exhale, round and push. One more time, inhale. Exhale, round and push, and come back into down dog. Take the right leg up, deep breath in. Exhale, step it forward. We'll keep that back heel lifted. Sink the hips down, lift your chest. So I'm feeling this fairly strongly in the front of my left leg here. My hips sink, my chest lifts, and my neck is long. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, transfer weight into your feet quite consciously. Push into the ground. Bring the hands to the waist. Have a little bit of bend in that back knee. Encourage the pelvis down, the tailbone down. Chest is up, and then begin to straighten that back leg a little bit. Elbows are bent and squeezing together behind you. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Listen. Press into the ground and kick that right heel toward the bum. Holding for 3, 2, rounding the upper back, and 1. Send it back into downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, take your left leg up and back behind you. And then exhale, rounding the back, step the foot forward. Back heel stays lifted. Find your footing. Press into the ground and slowly come up into this high lunge. Hands can take the side waist, bend the back knee. Your hands are encouraging the sacrum and the tailbone down and slightly forward. And then I'm going to begin to straighten that back leg until I feel a good stretch in that right front thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. Lean back a little bit if you're willing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Spread your fingers. Round the upper back and kick the heel toward the bum. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Step it back into downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, bend the knees. Look where you're going to go. As you inhale, hop or step. Inhale, lifting the chest. Fold as you exhale, bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Sit down and sit back. Sit down and sit back. One more. Sit down and sit back until maybe your buttocks come to the floor for a Navasana. So lifting the legs, reaching the arms. You could have your knees bent. You could have your hands behind the knees if you wish. And in fact, let's turn the palms forward. You might see where we're going with this. Touch your inner big toes together. Take a breath. And as you exhale, begin to pull those bent knees toward your elbows and begin to pull those bent knees up the triceps towards the armpits. Hold for 3. Press those big toes together. 2, draw the heels toward the buttocks without touching the floor. And 1, take a deep breath in, hands behind the knees, roll back. Inhale, come up to balance. Exhale, roll back. Come up to balance. This time, roll back. Take the arms up to the ceiling. Big toes touch. Bent knees are wide. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, lift your head, rounding your upper back. Keeping your big toes touching, bring your knees towards your elbows, and then begin to drag those knees up the triceps towards the armpits. Holding for 1, pull the heels towards the buttocks, keep touching the big toes. 2, and 3. Release the head down, release the legs, knees are open wide, and just breathe a moment. And when you're ready, bring your knees back together, bring your knees into your chest, take the arms up, take a breath, and as you exhale, rounding the upper back, push the ceiling away. See if you can bring the knees towards the triceps, and then drag them up towards the armpits. For 3, 2, and 1, and release it. Relax and breathe. 1 more time. Bring the knees together, shine the palms up to the ceiling, thighs come in, lift the head round the back, drag those knees up the upper arms, pull the heels towards the bum. Holding for 3, 2, 1.5, and 1. Release it. Couple of breaths. And then either rolling your way back up or roll to your side and come on up, and we'll bring hands to the floor and we'll step back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in your down dog, bend the knees, look forward. Now, if you're going to hop, you're going to hop your feet right behind your wrist crease, and if you're going to walk, you'll just walk there. So take a breath in, bend the knees, exhaling, and then let the beginning of your inhale bring you forward, either walking or hopping right behind the wrists. We'll do that 3 times from downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees. Hop or step, land as quietly as you can. 1 more time. This time trying to line up your shin bone with your upper arm bone, knees into the armpits. And so here we are. Here's that basic shape of our crow position. So fingers are spread, hands are on the floor, about shoulder width apart, and I've got my shin bones lined up on my upper arm bones. Knees are high up towards the armpits. My back is not flat, my back is rounded, just like you've done a few times. And just like an archway is self-supporting, the arch of the back, or in this case really the rounding shape of the back, helps to self-support. Take a breath here. Press your hands not only into the floor but slightly towards the midline. You'll feel your chest muscles fire up. And let's just lift left heel towards the bum and bring it down. 2 more. Lift the heel toward the bum. Point the left toes. Bring it down. 1 more. Bring it down. Take a breath. Freshen up the wrists and the fingers. Make good contact, shin bones to upper arm bones, hugging the arms in toward the midline, squeezing elbows into knees and knees into elbows. Elevate the right foot. Point the toe and bring it down. And I'm just landing on the ball of the foot. My left heel is also lifted. And once you've done that 3 times, sit your heels down, bring the backs of your hands together, and just enjoy your malasana a moment, pressing the backs of the hands, dropping the elbows for a little bit of wrist therapy again. A couple of breaths. Try to keep your breath nice and steady. And then release. I'm going to take my block and I'm going to place the block behind me, and I'll come back into my downward facing dog, and then I'll walk my feet forward, and I'm going to stand on my block, just with the balls of my feet and my toe tips. Heels are lifted. So once again, bring your hands down to the floor. Fingers are spread wide, and I'm not only pressing my hands into the ground to push the floor away, but I'm also squeezing the hands slightly in towards the midline. I'm going to lift my hips, round my upper back, and just like I did a moment ago, fit my shin bones onto my upper arm bones, get my knees high up into my triceps, and I'm just gonna feel what this feels like. I'm just leaning into my hands a little bit here. And I'm breathing. Think about your eyes, your gaze, being like another pillar of support. So don't be looking all around and head doing strange things. Keep your gaze steady, forward and down. And the next time you lean into the hands, take a breath, pick up the left foot, maybe pick up the right foot. The purpose of the block is to make it not so far to reach the floor. So we'll do that again. Take a breath, up on the block, hands are down, pressing down and in. I'm gonna lean forward, lift, lift. Point the toes, maybe touch the toes, and kick those heels up towards the bum. And when you're done with that, come on down. Couple of breaths here, catch your breath. And let's use the block in a different way. So I mentioned using your gaze as another pillar of support. Well, let's use the block under the head as another pillar of support. So we'll set up exactly the same way, but this time my feet will be on the floor and the block is on its tall dimension in front of me. I'm gonna just lean forward and make sure my spacing is correct. I'm looking for that block to be underneath my forehead. So I've got my hands in position, my heels are up, my knees are strongly bent, and I'm just gonna come forward and place the crown of my head on that block. And again, I might just lift one foot and bring it down, lift one foot and bring it down. Maybe, once my spacing is right, maybe I lift both feet and I'm breathing. My big toes are touching and I'm squeezing everything in toward the midline. And then maybe if I'm feeling it, I can lift the head. And if I need that block, it's right there again and I can rest my head on the block. From here, I'll release it down back to my malasana, my squat, and I'll bring the backs of my hands together. And I'll just breathe here a moment. So, knowing that the block is an option in a couple of different ways, you can either move the block aside or keep it on your mat. Moving back into downward facing dog, take a deep breath in and out. Exhaling fully, bend at your knees, and again, we're gonna hop or step right behind the wrists, land lightly, press into the hands, round the upper back. You're creating a little shelf. You don't want your arms to be completely straight, at least not initially. That's something you can work towards, but you definitely wanna bend the elbows, and you want to fit those shin bones up on those upper arm bones. Lean forward so your elbows are above the wrists and take it up into Bakasana. Now, if Bakasana is fairly accessible, you might work your Bakasana by left toes, tap left wrist. Bring it up. Left toes, tap left wrist. Bring it up one more time. And other side. From your Bakasana, flex the right foot and tap wrist with your toes. Tap wrist with your right toes. One more, tap. And you might even do both. Developing a little bit more finesse and control. Once again, back into Malasana. Release the wrists. And from here, let's bring fingertips to the floor. Come back into a fingertip downward facing dog. Bring your right knee forward and your left leg back. And we'll spin the chest and the pelvis to face forward in your pigeon prep. Now lift your back knee, tops of the left toes on the floor. And if that doesn't give you a stretch, you might turn the toes under and then lift that back knee off the floor. And if that's too much on the back, come forward a bit. But we're aiming to stretch this left hip flexor region. Take a breath in, release that left knee down, walk the fingertips in, round the back, push the floor away, hover your pigeon, step it back into down dog, left leg forward, come on down, turn your right chest and right pelvis forward, and pointing your back toes, lift that back knee, engage the muscles of the leg. And if you want more of a stretch, turn your toes under, lift the back knee. And take care of your back here. If it's too much for the back, come forward. And walking your fingers back in, press into the floor, round the upper back, hover your pigeon, step it back into downward facing, bring the hands to the floor, hop or step your feet forward and have a seat on the ground and come down onto your elbows, down onto your back, draw the knees in, take the legs vertically, give them a little shake. And bring the feet down one at a time. If you wish, the soles of the feet can come together and the knees open wide. Let's take a short rest here. Begin to deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Slowly draw the knees together. Keep the knees together and walk the feet apart. And take some breaths into your low back. And then bringing the feet close together, roll onto one side. And come on up to sit. Bring your palms together at heart center. Sit tall and feel what you feel. I find arm balances to be very empowering. They build confidence. They build acceptance. They encourage persistence and patience. All of these qualities are good ones to cultivate, both on the mat and off. So I wish you more ease in your practice, and thank you for joining me as always, and I look forward to seeing you again. Namaste.